Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 50 of Task Force Unlikely Blood, Part 1. Yeah. Hope everybody's
Good.
doing well out there. Let's see,
Great.
last time on TFU, they encountered some random NPCs. Tarbek had to deal with a thief in their home, in their own home.
During
Navira
the day.
during the day. He wasn't a good thief. Navira went and found in the old cult house of Zariel, which she was demoing for fun. She found that perhaps there was some sort of traitor to Asmodeus in the midst, and a secret torture/communication room. Gayle had to just psychically decimate John Bladeholder, who is one of the worst heroes of Waterdeep. And Kaw told a fortune for a fellow Kenku. And then they all reconvened and built the vault that they had been hired to build for the Marsh Embers, and told his daughter to not sell her or anyone else's soul, and she didn't understand why. So, we can pick up there if anyone has anything else they wanted to say or do. Otherwise, you're all back at the manor home.
No soul selling allowed in this house.
Maybe we should have set up that policy in the Marsh Shepherd's house. We did our damnedest. But I still feel like there's some danger there.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. You're all back in the manor home. A couple of days pass. Kaw, did you want to do something? I seem to remember Jay mentioning they wanted to do
yeah.
something.
Probably a day or so after, at some point, Kaw will actually, from her room, call for Navira when they're all home.
Alright.
And
make my way to Kaw's room.
You come in and she's pacing around the room, and she kind of points at one of the chairs near the table for you to sit down in it, and she's walking around. She has a hand up her sleeve, and you've seen this expression on her face before. It's when she's trying to find words or sound to describe something.
Got it. Alright.
Above all, she just seems kind of worried. Eventually, she just seems to stop, have an idea, sighs a little bit, and then sits down across from you and puts out her hand. Kind of like points, lifts up towards Navira's face and just like, come here.
Okay, she'll lean forward.
Kaw will lay a hand on Navira's face, and Navira can feel a magic happening. Kaw's not surprising you with this, and if you want to, you can just not do it. You technically would get a save, but I'm giving you the option to pass, and Kaw won't persist.
No, she trusts Kaw. She'll let her
Okay. Because I realized I can do this and don't have to be nefarious with it. Kaw is casting Modify Memory.
What the fuck?
Okay.
And instead of changing things you've already seen, you are going to get the vision that Kaw saw in last episode.
Oh.
So you're going to see the blackness. You're going to see Gayle on top of the throne. You're going to see Tarbek broken. And you're going to see yourself kneeling and having a ruby scepter put on your shoulders. And you are going to see, from Kaw's perspective, running through the mist, desperately trying to find your friends. And when you snap back, you have both of your face in Kaw's hands. She's crying, and she says, I love you. Help.
Kaw, please tell me that this was a dream and not a vision.
Outlook not so good.
Like, well... Can we stop it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then what do we need to do?
Cannot predict now.
Navira will lay a hand on Kaw's shoulder and be like, okay, well, now we know that this is a possibility. And we may
Yes.
not know how to prevent it now, but at least we know. So we can recognize the signs and try to stop it. All hope is not lost. Please don't lose hope.
Kaw's gonna stand up, walk around the table, and just give Navira a hug.
I'll hug her back. But Navira is definitely shaken by what she saw. She does not like it at all.
Okay. First of all, beautiful and terrifying, and I'm sorry. Two, way to find the best use of modify memory that's not creepy as shit. Like, great work.
Yeah, usually they're all horrifying.
Terrible. It's the worst spell. I hate it. Except for that. That's awesome as hell.
Yeah, thinking of that is what made me cry last week, thinking about this game.
I understand. You're all gonna hate me. Okay. So,
Yes, I know.
Navira and Kaw are upstairs. Tarbek, what would you be doing? Oh, sorry. Did I catch you? Well,
Sorry about
taking
that.
a bite. Sorry.
Yes, it's okay. I've had enough chicken anyways. Lily was right. Lily is my dog, by the way, who wanted my chicken, for those of you who were not here. Tarbek is likely just working on... Pardon me? Are all the pieces of the vault finished, or...?
Yep. Everything's installed. Everything's finished. If you wanted to like add flourishments or something like that, you could go back at a later date and upsell them on a fancier locker. You know, like a crest.
How much were we paid for that, by the way?
You were paid 6,000 gold for. I'm sorry, 6,500 gold.
So is that split 4 ways, or...?
Yeah, however you want to do it.
That's 1625 for each of us.
Okay.
1,625 gold pieces for each of us.
Okay, so Tarbek's in his workshop. Gayle, what are you doing?
Gayle is probably either maybe in her office or like in the living room, working on proposals and business plans and just brainstorming new things.
Okay, perfect. While you're there, you hear a knock on the door.
Oh, Gail will go answer it.
Okay. A little newsy boy that you have come to recognize as one of a couple kids who've been running you messages. Yeah, he takes his hat off and says, "Oh, jeez, bless your cotton socks," and hands you a folded piece of paper.
Cool. Gail will just put a gold coin in his hand.
This is the greatest week of my life.
The richest orphan now.
God blimey, thank you. I don't have to work in old blighter no more. And he'll run down the street. Okay.
25 years from now, we're gonna get saved from like a level 8 fighter with a Cockney accent. Payment for services rendered.
Okay. So yeah, you're just handed a little folded piece of paper.
Oh. I guess Gail will open up and see what it says.
Okay. As you start to read it, you disappear in a purple flash.
I'm sorry, didn't we ward a house against interdimensional travel or something?
Yeah, this is more powerful than that.
Oh, that's much better.
Wonderful!
Okay, new rule: no more orphans. No
So
more
the
Cockney orphans.
Doors just kind of open.
Yeah, the doors swing. So Navira, you're done with Kaw, and you start to walk back downstairs, and you just see the door flapping in the breeze, and there's a open note on the floor.
Do I sense bullshit?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like, first of all, Gail would never leave the door open. That's rude.
She was
Yeah,
raised
we-
better than that.
Yeah.
Gail is very polite.
She
of
was
course.
raised in a polite house. Well, she has respect for you all.
Yeah.
Well, my magic mostly has to do with hitting things really hard, so I'm going to call Kaw down and hopefully get someone with a little bit more expertise in, because I'm not touching that note. Also, now that she's seen what Kaw saw, she's high-key panicking.
Yeah.
Tarbek doesn't know what's going on. He's like making a battle axe in his basement. He's humming a little
I
song.
was gonna say he's got a sending zone playing like a classic song, like some oldie. It's just kind
Like
of
whatever the current version of Dad Rock is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's totally dad rock. Like 100%.
REO speed cart. I guess speed wagon still works. That's fine.
Uh,
Okay.
She'll call Kaw down to come examine this crime scene, I guess.
Cool, well, this is both, bullshit and seems like magic, and since our Arcanist isn't... Well, we don't know our Arcanist isn't here, so Kaw's gonna call for Gail.
Navira will join in, using the full force of her diaphragm
Oh
to
god.
reach the rest of the house.
Gwen will come out for the kitchen and said, "There's no need to yell. She was right here a second ago. She can't have gone far."
Oh, well, that's much better.
Not looking around. Goes back to her
Chances aren't
sandwich.
good, and then call for Tarbek.
Okay.
Tarbek kind of leisurely goes upstairs because he doesn't think there's like any reason to rush. Because I imagine Kaw probably has one call for Tarbek that she uses.
It is one sound. It varies in volume.
All right, so he's kind of just gonna leisurely come up the stairs. He's like wearing he's got a new apron now. It says #1 Dad on it. He's been in a good mood ever since his son came back from the dead. You know, good reason to be in a good mood, and he's kind of looking to everyone. He's like, "All right, what's up?"
Well, he comes upstairs, and two of us are panicking.
I see. I have returned to some difficult circumstances.
Gail
What
is missing.
What exactly is going on?
Gail is missing. and I sense magical bullshit.
All right, just give me a second. Tarbek is going to cast Sending and try to contact Gayle.
Okay, hold on
And
a second.
if she is on another plane, I think it's a D100 or D20 or something.
I think there's a... It will most likely succeed, but there is a chance it won't. You good? Okay. What would you like to send to Gayle?
Hey, where are you?
I don't know.
Gayle, you open your eyes, and you are in a... for lack of a better term, a circular platform that has sort of nothing around it except this glowing purple field.
Oh, good. You're in Kingdom Hearts.
It's a little Kingdom Heartsy. Looking down, the platform is bone white, and it looks like... at first, it kind of just looks random, the kind of the pock marks of it. But then if you kind of look at it and let your eyes focus, it looks like people's faces pressing against stone. And you can see there's a little purple field. There is a single pathway off of this field and a little circle and kind of connects to a longer like tunnel or path away from here. And looking around, you can see your uncle Grigor is looking around confused.
Uncle?
Gayle? Where are we?
Somewhere not good.
Okay. Is this adventurer things?
Most definitely. Did I actually read the note before I poofed, or was it just...
You did have a chance to read the note. The note read, Gayle, how are you now? Honestly, I'm not great. Grigor disappeared in a flash, and I don't know what to do. Please come home. I need you. Love, Uncle Bran.
Oh, okay. Okay. Explains a little more. And then I get Tarbek's message.
Yes. Gayle, where are you?
Hey. In some magical nonsense. Everything's kind of spooky. My uncle's here. Please help.
Tarbek will
Tell her
turn to the
not to
rest.
move.
I can't. I have to send another spell. Tarbek is going to turn to the rest of the party and go, all right, so she has no idea where she is. Yeah, I see why you were panicking earlier.
Yes.
Well, at least she's not dead.
Yes.
She is not
You can
dead.
contact her.
You know what? Good news. She didn't even sound like she was in pain. Which I know is a
Great.
low bar, but you have to kind of specify that.
Mira's gonna poke the note with her sword.
I was gonna say I was about to try poke it with a stick or something.
Yeah, it flops open, and it looks like it's written in kind of a blocky handwriting.
Cool. All
Well,
right.
I don't know what you're doing with the piece of paper. Tarbek's just going to walk over to it and pick it up. It's like, I don't know what your problem is.
Okay. Yeah, Tarbek, the note says, Gayle, how are you now? Honestly, I'm not great. Grigor disappeared in a flash, and I don't know what to do. Please come home. I need you. Love, Uncle Bran.
Gregor disappeared in a flash.
Didn't Gayle say that her uncle was with him? Or was with her?
She's got two of them.
Most likely, by process of elimination, Gregor is the one that's with her.
All right.
Kaw starts walking towards Gale's uncle's shop and just like,
I was gonna. Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
Right,
yeah.
let's go.
Tarbek will like hang his apron on a coat rack as he's leaving.
Sure. So you get to
Gwendolyn, turn the forge off.
Yep. So you get to the Forsyth and Abernanth's Abernathy's fantastic locks. And you open the door. The little bell rings. Very, it's very. It doesn't match the tone at all. And you can see Gale's Uncle Bran, who's the dwarf. He's pacing back and forth. And he kind of very briefly looks at you and he says, "Oh, thank you all for coming. It's Gregor. I don't know what happened. I don't understand magic. I knew we should have never gone to Drawn World. He was a volunteer at Jim Dark Magic's approved magic show, and maybe it was something to do with that. And
all right, so
where's
You're
Gale?
gonna kick that little magic
somewhere.
twink's ass.
Can you sit down for a bit? Can you just sit down for this?
Why? Where's Gale?
I'm going to
We
cast
don't
animate
know.
objects on a chair and make sure the chair is under him before I tell him.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, Gale also disappeared. Same way. We have to guess.
He will fall back into the chair.
Navira will lead into Tarbek and go, good call.
Call's already like fanning his face.
He very quietly says under his breath, "I never wanted her to be an adventurer."
It's a dangerous profession.
He says, "What happened to them? What happened to them?"
I don't know. I have good news, though, is they're still okay. I was able to send Gale a sending spell. She doesn't know where she is, but she is alive and well.
Well, yeah, you have to find them, please. You
We're
have
going
to bring
That
them
was-
back.
We will.
Can
It
you
is
tell us what
certain-
happened at that magic show?
Sure. Somebody in a Jim Dark Magic wig and costume put him in like a box and then pretended to stab him with a bunch of swords. But you could tell, I mean, the craftsmanship was so shoddy. You could tell the swords just kind of retracted as soon as they entered the box. It was really sloppy. And Gregor was like, "Oh, I can't tell you. I was sworn to secrecy." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? I absolutely figured it out."
Like,
But
they
you wouldn't
didn't
tell
even
me I
have-
figured it out, and that bothered me. It's unimportant. That's it. I mean, I don't know anything about magic. Does that sound like a thing?
That does not sound like magic. That sounds like magic.
Well, what a ripoff that show was then.
So
Drawn World, man. I don't know what you were expecting.
Absolutely.
likely we're going to need to use some kind of divination or plane shifting magic. Fortunately, we do have access to both of those things. Quite a bit of it, actually. But it is going to be difficult to figure out exactly what plane she's on.
Okay. But you can do it, or you know a wizard, or...
We know a wizard adjacent creature.
What?
We will handle it. You try to keep your heart rate down and not give yourself a repeated panic attack.
We'll send updates when we can.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Just please bring them back.
Absolutely.
The moment that the party leaves, Tarbek is going to say, we gotta go to Narshinda.
That's what I figured.
Okay. So, Narshinda lives in Daggerford, which is like a 3-day journey.
Cannot leave Gayle there for 3 days.
Probably fine.
Yeah.
So you could certainly try and contact Narshinda. You're also in Waterdeep. There are other people here you might be able to contact and help you with. Yeah. I'm not saying
Tarbek,
you can't do it. I'm just saying.
Tarbek is going to press the note up against the Burke skull.
Okay. It
See if
doesn't.
that does.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to activate it. The note's definitely from like Bran. Like if that wasn't what triggered it, it was just a coincidence. You think maybe? I'm just saying for dramatic effect.
Nay.
So, Kaw is going to make a dial tone sound, and the last time she did that, she ended up calling Gale's dad. She's clearly not doing that yet, but she's saying that's an option.
We have to have other options before we do that.
Yes.
We could teleport to Daggerford.
I mean, we can certainly afford a teleport spell. I'm gonna send a sending to Narshinda. Gayle disappears to another plane. Can you help us? Question mark.
He'll say, hold on, let me pull up Narshinda's stats.
Also ask him if he got his gift basket.
Sorry, Narshinda is not a creature on D&D Beyond. A Rakshasa is. There we go. Okay. Narshinda will respond. He says, sorry, I did. Fang. He'll say, Tarbek. Yes, I received your gift basket. It was wonderful. I sent a note, but the postal service has been so slow these days. Well, with the various apocalypse eye. Perhaps it just hasn't come yet. End of message. And then he'll send a sending and say, sorry, long-winded. Do you know where Gayle has gone? I may be able to help, but if she's on a different plane, I can only send one of you.
That could theoretically work.
Yeah, because he can send one of us with a Burke skull.
Yeah, but then you have to find a key to the place you're...
We have a key to the prime material.
You do have a key to the prime... Oh, well, that's fair. You can try and just grab Gayle. Okay, yeah. I misunderstood.
That would work. I have a Burke skull. Also, I'm glad you liked the gift basket. When can you step away for a moment to be here?
He says he can move a little fast. He can fly. At 10-minute spurts. Once a day.
Teleport?
Never mind. He can cast plane shift. He can't really teleport great. He says he can teleport if you... Yeah, now, I think he did this before. He can teleport if you need to. The other thing he says is... if you can find a wizard to summon him, he'd be happy to come help.
Alright, is there some kind of special code or circle to summon you?
Yes, yeah, it's a specific spell. You can basically son of a bitch.
Oh
no. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Pardon me. Here's my Techishi screen. Hold on. Oh, we already back.
We need to replace our standard tech issue screen with a Discord hates plot stream.
That's be a pretty good one. I think we're
Discord also really hates Mira.
There we go. Sorry, Mira.
It really does. It hates me. It's all right. It was weird. Discord started completely glitching out. And so I don't know if that's like how long I was non-responsive.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Did you miss some things?
No, I heard almost everything until it completely
Okay.
like restarted itself.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm okay now.
Yeah, but basically, he says you can summon fiends, and it would draw him to the place you need. Sorry, Marty in chat said, now Navira is gone. Did she read a note before she went? Which is funny. Okay.
Yeah, it was the ransom note that Discord put out for me.
Yes, yes. So yeah, Nershinda says he can be there shortly if you need him to. But yeah.
All right. Do we know any wizards? I forget.
Okay? So, you don't think Dance Lap or Vianti are wizards. However, you once... Well, okay, you know a couple. You know Elminster. You don't think he's here, but you do know Elminster. The Open Lord of Waterdeep is a wizard, and she was very helpful to you the one time you met her.
There was also that guy whose house we got lost in.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Stephen de Amberville.
Oh yeah.
He's a level 25 magic user. He's from AD&D. He's also... Well, he didn't... You can try and sending to him. I'll look at his spells.
I'm starting to run out of spell slots.
So, in order to make this way simpler, Kaw's gonna cast Summon Planar Ally. Because she can do this now.
Yeah, who does she want to summon?
Narshinda.
Narshinda? Okay, done.
That works way better.
No, it doesn't list the spells, boo.
Forgot that
That
is
is my-
totally a spell that we can cast.
Okay.
Level 6 spell for the day.
I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gale's not in some danger or anything.
Appearing before you is a well-dressed man, as is his normal disguise, holding a plate of pizza rolls, and he says, "Oh, friends, yes, pizza roll.
Tarbek will take
Ask
one.
again later.
Okay, yes. What's wrong with Gayle? Poor Gayle.
Navira will eat 4. She's nervous.
Okay, just thanks, man. Shoveling in. They're like lava, but it's okay. You're fine.
She's a tiefling.
Got fire
Just
resistance.
Yeah.
Tarbek and Gayle can eat basically anything. That's why they're the only ones that took.
So yeah.
She vanished.
Okay. To where? I can't.
We're still working on that. I'm gonna send her another sending spell once we cut back to us after cutting back to her. Waiting for the scene to be over.
Okay. So Narshina would just kind of stare at you.
I'll send her another sending
Okay.
spell in a little bit.
Okay.
For the time being, can you explain to us the whole? By the way, the old lord is all right. He's got his little Mike and friends.
Oh
to help
yes,
him out.
he's the country air is doing. I don't know what this voice was. The country air is doing him great things. Never better.
Yeah, I don't want to take away, an elderly man's caretaker without,
He's like a new man, only 85. Instead of 110 or however old he is.
Tarbek's gonna be like, I remember when I was 85.
Okay.
Still had hair.
Day over 90.
What would you like your message to be, Tarbek, before we cut back to Gayle?
Tarbek, it'll be. So, any idea? Can you give us a few more details as to where you are, like a name, so we can try and come get you?
Okay. So Gayle, you're not going to get that for several minutes, Gayle, but it's coming. So Gayle, you're standing on this platform. Your uncle seems afraid and confused. He is not an adventurer, and he never quite understood that. So but he's looking at you and looking around.
Yeah, it's a bit spooky, huh?
Definitely spooky. That's the word
Yeah.
I was looking for. Horrifying. Unnerving.
Yeah. Gayle will give him one of her daggers.
And what am I supposed to do with this?
Hold on to it,
Okay.
just in case, because I'm going to go off down into the spooky tunnel and see what's up ahead.
Is that a good idea?
Yes.
You're the expert. Maybe that is a good idea. He doesn't know. Okay. Okay.
So Gayle will cast invisibility on herself and go down the spooky tunnel.
Okay. So as you approach the edge of the platform, you can feel that the kind of purple aura around it is pushing against you, and you can't quite walk through it. Like it is almost like it is a door. It is some sort of force field.
I can open doors.
You can open doors, and even I'm so glad you said that, because if not, that was Grigor's next line. Is we could do this. Okay, yeah. How would you like to open this door?
I guess it's sort of like a membrane type of thing.
Yeah. That's a fair assessment. It definitely pushes a little bit if you push through. Like if you put your hand to it, there's some give to it.
Okay, so well, let's try brute force first. So Gayle will pull out Night Shadow and just one quick slash.
Okay, so you attack it with Night Shadow, and Night Shadow bounces off of it as if it is made of like iron. Like it whereas your hand could press through it slightly, Night Shadow, it has no give.
Let's see. Then I guess Gayle will make an investigation check.
Sure. Yeah, give me an investigation check, please.
I rolled a 7, but
Gonna be like a 35 or something ridiculous.
But you
my
can't.
reliable talent
you
says I
can't-
rolled a 10.
You can't roll 7s.
So that says 22.
Okay. Okay, excellent. Oh, boy. Okay. Something you notice is as your uncle is sort of pacing back and forth, he gets close to the force field thing, and it seems like the force field doesn't resist him in any way. Like his arm just passes through it. So that's one thing you notice. Another thing you notice is down the hall, looking around, you can see it looks like another one of these platforms has appeared, and in the distance a figure kind of just pops onto it.
So I guess Gayle will, get rid of all her weapons and try to step through the force field again.
Okay. It still resists against you.
Grigor can go. Not dropping my armor. Hmm. Ah, is it like a human thing?
He looks at you and he says, "What?"
Because you're human and I'm only half human.
Oh, maybe. He'll walk to the edge of the platform and he'll stick his foot, and yeah, he can just pass through this thing. It's not locked for him in any way. And he says, "That's suspicious."
It is very suspicious. And he still has his dagger, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't throw it like a dagger. He kind of tosses it down the platform as if like Indiana Jones would kind of toss a rock to try and like set a trap off or anything. He's not trying to get rid of it. He's not panic. He's just kind of tosses it down, and it just clatters. And he looks and he takes a couple tentative steps forward, and yet he's just clear of it, and he picks up the dagger again. What should I do?
Is there any buttons on the side to get rid of this racist door?
We need to talk to the establishment about this door is clearly racist. Kind of looking around.
Yes.
He says, "No, there are some glowing symbols."
What do the glowing symbols look?
Oh boy. Let's see. One looks kind of like. Hold on. Let me double check something. There it is. Really? Okay. He says one looks like a crescent moon. Another looks like. Sorry. Another looks like a. Really? Again? Okay. Another looks like a sword surrounded by like waves or fire or magic. Another looks like a thieves' half mask, and one looks like a spider. Does that mean anything to you?
A Spider-Man might. Does this mean anything to Gayle?
I mean, the spider is certainly like sending off red flags. You can make a religion check for the other things.
Ah. I'm okay in that. Let's see. Okay. That's a 23.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, so thinking about it, well, you're like, well, okay, if the spider is indeed Lolth, the other symbols would be Coralon, the god of the elves. The sword is Elistre, who is the good god of drow and music and poetry. She's like a bard god. And and moonlight and stuff like that. And the last one would probably be Veyron, your dad. The mask.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm sorry. There is one more symbol there, and it is an open lock, glowing.
Okay. Well, let's start erasing symbols. Can Grigor, like, can we try to like wipe away one of the symbols?
Yeah, he'll try and just kind of wipe it, and he says, it's carved in. And he pulls out the dagger and he says, "Should I try and scratch it?"
Maybe.
Okay. Any particular one?
How about I guess maybe try the mask first?
Okay. Yeah, and he'll scratch that out. And the force field does seem kind of to flicker and get staticky.
Can Gayle like jump through when it like flashes or?
Sure, yeah. Give me a an acrobatics check.
Oh, 21.
Okay. So you try and jump through it right at the timing. You think your timing is perfect, but you still are caught by it. However, you feel like you've definitely gone. You can go further through it than you could before. It's still preventing you in some capacity, but not totally.
Okay. Guess we gotta scratch out another symbol.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of looks at them and he says, I guess this sword one, it looks weird. Scratches it. Same thing, but the portal is still there, so Grigor will kind of be like, okay.
Try the spider.
Scratches out the spider. Really big flicker. Still kind of there.
The lock?
Yeah, and you'll scratch out the lock, and the force field flickers and fades.
Sweet.
Looks up. We did it.
We did it.
Not too bad. Could have done this. Okay. So now we get like treasure or something. How's this work?
I guess the treasure's down the corridor.
Or
Gayle is carrying him through a dungeon at her level. Like, he's gonna get so many levels at the end of this. Notifications on his HUD for weeks.
It's like when you have like a baby Pokemon and you just bring it out into battle once.
Yep.
It just goes blink, blink,
Okay.
blink, blink.
Back inside, Evie. You're fine. Evie gains 18 levels. Okay, yeah, he kind of stands up and Gayle, this is when you receive the message from Tarbek of well, do you know where you are?
Not really. We're just trying to get there. It might have something to do with elven gods.
Okay. Tarbek, you received that message back.
Tarbek's gonna turn back the rest of the party and go, you know that thing we have been putting off talking about the parentage of our dear sweet friend?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. He's one quick look at Kaw.
Kaw has just a hand up her sleeve again. Stone's getting work.
Yep.
Thanks, Grandma.
Narshinda looks at you and says, "Ooh, what's up?"
I mean, everything was fine until it wasn't.
That's an excellent point, Gayle.
Weird how that works.
She is. Look, yeah. Do you know the drow god of? We should probably not be discussing this in public.
We're not. We're in the house.
Sorry, I lost track of where we were. I thought we had gone to the shop and then.
Yeah, but if you're still in the shop's closed, by the way. Brand closed shop. Like,
good.
He's not dealing with John Bladeholder today.
So, yeah, we're dealing with god shit.
The worst. Yeah.
Drow god shit.
Oh, great. Second only to devil or demon shit. Kind of looks at Navira like, am I right? He's a fiend. He can say these things. He's I guess he's lawful.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
I deny if I don't know if you can help us, Marshinda.
He
To
says,
be frank with you.
I am happy to try. I just, if we just knew where she was.
We don't.
Well, Drow, that's the abyss, maybe?
I do not think you're going to get a warm reception in the abyss.
No, but I can send you. Well, not you, one of you. That was the original plan.
I mean,
but...
it would probably have to be me because, okay, obviously Navira can't go to the abyss because, and Kaw is not fire resistant.
Well, you don't have to be fire
Bangle.
resistant to the... Oh, she does have the fire,
the bangle,
fire resistance.
Right.
Haven't you spent like 15 spell slots today, Tarbek?
That's a good point. Kaw?
Signs point to yes.
I think before we do anything rash, we should wait and be sure that we know where she is.
Yeah, because the abyss is a large plane. Even
Yeah,
if that is
literally
where she
infinite.
is.
Yeah, but potentially has infinity layers. Narshinda says, well, can we spy on Gayle? Or get a wizard to do it? I know like 5 spells, okay? They're pretty good ones, but...
I think one of the 2 clerics would have scrying.
One of them...
Scrying does not work across planes. Believe me, I thought of it.
Ooh, boo. Narshinda will say boo.
Do you have any spells that work across planes? I know I'm kind of grasping at straws here, but this is kind of a grasping at straws type of situation.
Kaw makes a dial tone sound.
You
Instead of... But then she's going to follow it up with the sound of a lock opening.
Call Gayle?
Yes.
Interesting. Most interesting.
I don't know what you're... I don't understand.
Would that be possible?
Ask again later.
Oh, is he really? Sorry, and there's no like better version of scrying that lets you see
No, there's not.
onto other planes, which is real dumb. Okay, I guess. Well, you can contact other plane. That's a spell. Or commune.
Commune. I have not prepared commune.
No. But Kaw does.
Do you have anything in your repertoire that might be able to help us?
I'm just D&D beyonding. Because it's the slot that I would normally have Dawn in. I haven't messed with my spells in a while. Oh yeah. I have a Fizzle spell and I know Commune. I've cast it before, so...
Yeah, and I said this last time too. It's been a long period of downtime, so I'm not going to be the pickiest about what spells you had prepared, because and you also weren't really fighting anything, so maybe you wouldn't have taken daylight. Like I'm going to be a little flexible right now with if you think commune would just be kind of a daily spell for you, I totally believe you.
D&D Beyond, it's never been easier. Except for when it isn't. There you are.
It's true.
Okay. I can put you on my spell list so I can immediately cast you. It cost me like 500 gold or something. I don't know.
No, you
Just
just
incense and holy water.
or
It's legend lore that's expensive.
unholy
That's what I was
water.
thinking
It
of.
says. I don't know what unholy water is,
Or-
but
It's like holy water,
I-
but not.
yeah.
It's like holy water, but I guess if like
Water with no holes in it.
Maybe it's like something a demon peed in or something.
well, I didn't want to say it.
Yeah,
but-
I mean,
Straight up
That's what I was
violet
thinking.
demon piss.
Hey, Narshenda, we need you to piss in here.
well, I'm not technically a demon, but okay.
Let's not do that, please.
Can I? Oh, there we go. Sorry. Just trying to check one last thing. No, okay. I was seeing if maybe there was a being able to see from far away spell that wasn't a divination spell, but it doesn't look like there is. Okay. Okay. So you would like to cast Commune. Last time, this is bending the rules slightly, but last time you used it to contact Veyrun. Do you want to contact him again? Do you want to contact your god again? Or your god? Do you want to contact Gayle? Try and contact Gayle?
We're gonna try and contact Gayle because Narshinda might be able to ask better pointed questions than we would
Okay.
as to what plane Gayle is on.
I mean, Gayle doesn't really know the difference between the different planes.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, Gayle still doesn't know. Gayle still doesn't know the answer.
Are we about
Yeah.
to play like planar 20 questions?
So you can, but yeah, like
We can't. We can do planar 3
yeah,
questions.
it's just the 3. So, I mean, I fucking love this idea, but
I want to try and call Gayle just to see if that works, but I don't think she's the most useful person to ask,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah, we're gonna call Gale's dad.
okay. Ring, 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 ring. Hello. You've reached the office of Veyrun. Yep. You cast Commune. Let me.
Hello, hi, yes, Wurmst is your daughter.
Let's see.
Specifically ask where is Gayle. It's possible he has more than one child.
Well, fair, very fair. And I actually did think I was like, does he have other kids? Let's see. Up to 3. Oh wait, okay. Here's the other problem. You contact your deity and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. I forgot about that restriction. I thought they could only answer with yes or no, but the questions have to specifically be yes or no questions.
Is your daughter on a different plane?
Well, we know that.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it the Abyss?
you could ask, is it the Abyss? Oh, contact other plane. That's what I'm looking for. Hold on. Do you know contact other plane? That might be more helpful. No, it's only a wizard or warlock spell. Okay, yeah. If you ask, is it the Abyss? The answer is no.
Can take that as a good sign. Can you help us figure out where?
He says, yes.
Will you?
Okay, well, this is your last question. So
Yep, I know.
he says, he wants to say yes. Like, I'm not, he says, yes. Yes.
Then we get to wait for something to happen.
Oh boy, you're gonna wait a long time. Okay. He wants to help. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let me rephrase that answer then. Okay, he says yes, but I can't.
Out of questions and can't ask why.
Navira grabs the phone and yells, "Pay your fucking child support."
Narshinda leans in close.
Yes?
What's up? What are we doing? Sounds fun. Who was that?
Kaw makes the sound of like a vault door clonking open.
Good old Clonky. Okay. Yeah. He says, "Not the abyss. That's good, right? Right."
Infinity
Strike one off.
eliminated, infinity to go.
Oh boy. He says, "Okay, well, hold on. Let me just double check something real fast." And he'll touch his forehead, and his eyes will glow blue. And he kind of looks around. He says, "Okay, but that's good."
What was that?
Oh, it's true seeing. I was making sure she wasn't like trapped on the ethereal plane or something. Some bullshit.
All right, good. Good.
What was true seeing last? Oh, score
An
an hour. He can just see invisible things for an hour. Kind of looks over and he's like, "Ooh, gross."
That's what's normally in my 6th level slot, but I wanted to get Narshinda here.
Okay. Think, Narshinda. I'll kind of start idly poking at the pizza rolls and just kind of eating a few. It's just... Okay.
Kaw suddenly makes a loud bird noises as she thinks of something.
Shoot.
She says in Gale's voice, Mezzo's Inadir. She doesn't know the name for the other drow city.
Oh, okay. He kind of looks at you and he's... "Do you mean Menzo Baranzan?"
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, we certainly could go there. Do you have the only other thing I was going to suggest was, do you have like a list of enemies or...
It might take a while.
Yes.
Great. Cool, I'm here for it.
We have a lot of enemies. Unfortunately, a lot of divine enemies as well.
Let's see. First one that comes to mind is Shemashka.
Orcus.
Orcus, Vecna. Those are the big three, really.
Okay. Well, okay, this doesn't quite seem like Vecna's bag. Well, it could be Orcus. I mean, especially if, he doesn't particularly like Drow or Lolth. But Shemeshka, I mean, what a bitch, am I right?
Yes,
I don't-
absolutely.
yeah, I don't like to use that word, but it's just there's not many other ways to describe her. Just unpleasant to be around.
I feel like we're banging our heads against a planar wall here.
You may rely on it.
I have no idea what to. I just don't know what to do.
You can still try to go find those wizards who may owe us a favor.
All right then.
Okay. So you head off to. Okay, so do you want to try and find Elminster or the Open Lord?
Elminster first.
Okay. Yeah. Where would you like to look for Elminster?
How many spells do I have left?
You've used inanimate objects and several spendings.
I have 4 high-level enough spell slots to cast Sending.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Sending to Elminster and inform him of the situation.
You can somehow hear him smoking through the sending. Oh, were you going to say something, Mira? Sorry.
I said, I know you're there, Elminster, you big fucking nerd. Where's our friend?
Where's my fucking money?
All I know about Moon Knight is that one comic panel, and that's all I need.
While it has been edited, it's very Moon Knight still. Like, that's about right. He's terribly complicated. Okay, so because comics. So Elminster. Sorry, what was your question again? Sorry, what was the question again, Tarbek?
The question for Elminster?
Yeah, you sent to him. What was it? Sorry.
Can you help us find Gayle, essentially? He's vanished with magic bullshit.
Yeah, so like I said, you can hear him smoking, and he says, "Yeah, I can. I'm in Shadowdale. If you want help around the city of Waterdeep, I suggest the Open Lord or N.A. Soren.
Open Lord it is.
He'll know what to do, or she'll know what to do. Either of them.
All right, Open Lord it is.
Okay.
We're off to see the wonderful Wizard of Waterdeep. How things going with Gayle? feel like her thing is more interesting than ours.
The rest of us are running around Waterdeep.
You're trying to figure it out. I like it.
We're trying to grasp at straws. Gayle has a spooky tunnel to deal with, so...
So yeah, Gayle, you have a spooky tunnel. As you're out here, you can see that 3 other platforms have appeared. I'm sorry, a total of 3 platforms. So 2 other platforms have appeared in the distance.
Okay. Well, Gonna keep walking down the tunnel away from the platforms.
Okay. Away from the platforms?
I mean,
oh, sorry. There is only one direction.
our
It's towards the
platform.
platforms.
oh, it's only
Yeah,
so
it's
we're going towards a different platform.
yeah. So you're basically at the end of the line, and
Okay.
the path goes north, let's say, and the other platforms appeared further down north. I mean, you can just run by them. Like, I'm not gonna say you have to interact with them, but you do have to pass them.
Okay, so Gayle will pass them. Can she see into the platforms from a distance?
Yeah. So as you get closer, you can see in the first two are a very beautiful older drow woman that you would recognize, that you sort of deduced was Lulth the last time you encountered them. And then an androgynous but beautiful elf, probably closest to an Eladrin, wearing bright silvery and green robes, and they kind of just seem to be like not looking at Lulth. Like, I don't see you. Just
Huh. And that's it. Is there something past the platform?
Yeah, you can see the path continues, and then there are two more platforms in the distance. Did I say it's 4 total? I don't know what my math is not working today. It's 4 total. There's 2 more past them in the distance a little bit. And you can just keep walking. Like, you do not have to interact with these people. I don't see you. I don't know you. I'm not helping you get out. Goodbye.
Yeah, I think she'll just keep walking by.
Okay.
This is not my problem until it is, in true Gayle fashion.
The elf goes, wait, come back.
I mean, Gayle's invisible.
Come back. Oh, he can see you. They can see you, sorry.
Oh.
They can totally see you. Come back. Also, Grigor is not. Just kind of trying to sneak with you. Okay. Oh, unless you left Grigor back there, which you could have done, but...
No.
Yeah.
He stays with me.
Okay. You keep walking. You pass the next 2 platforms. One of them is a younger drow woman who's wearing sort of constantly moving white robes, almost as if it's like a scarf that is just like strategically covering her body. And a drow man with just bright red hair and a half mask.
Gayle will go up to this one.
Okay. Yeah, he seemed to be sulking, and then he looks up and he goes, Gayle?
What the fuck?
Good question.
Grigor kind of pushes past you and like is trying to like stab through the dimensional portal thing, and he's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch! I hate you. This is your fault." He looks at you and he says, "This is not my fault, Gayle. I'm sorry, I don't know how to answer what the fuck."
So you don't know where we are?
No. And he kind of you can see that when he tries to push against the portal, it's like when Night Shadow tried to touch it. Like, it's just, there's no give. Almost it's like the more divine your blood is, the less the portal gives a shit about you trying to get out.
Ah. So it's a god thing.
Yeah. He says, "I'm glad you have escaped. Exit seems to be that way. I don't know who's keeping us here. I'm sure you passed your grandparents on the way in. Kind of glares at
Yep.
Lulth.
Okay.
Okay. He says, I'm sorry for the very little it is worth to you, I'm sure. And his hair turns from red to blue.
Well, you can, and your mood hair can sit here and.
Sorry, say that again? Uh-oh. Twitch, this... Okay, hold on a second. Oh, that's still
Everyone
working.
knows.
Hold on, let me throw up tech issues.
My internet's being a little wonky.
No, I think it's...
Yeah, I think it's on
Oh.
Discord's end. It's being a little unstable. Because I went
We're back.
We're back.
We fixed it.
Hit the internet with a wrench until it started
it
working.
it just fixed itself. I mean, yeah. Okay. So, Mood Ring Hair said that he was sorry. Gayle, what is this window, Andy? Sorry.
I don't know. You tell us.
Yeah. Did I close my useful? Oh no, there it is. Okay. Gayle, what did you say again?
I said, well, you and your mood ring hair can sit there and think about it, and then she's going to turn and leave.
Okay, yeah.
If there's one thing he needs that he didn't have, it's an excuse to brood.
My only friend is the road and darkness. Yeah, his hair turns an even deeper blue. And you turn and walk out. And once again, the woman across kind of just like the Eladrin from before, just kind of like, wait, no, come back. Come back. I'm nice. Okay. So you keep walking. And you can now hear, as you're continuing to walk, you can hear the sounds of a large gathering. It sounds like a bunch of people congregating together.
Yeah, we'll sort of like arm Grigor to like the side of the cave.
Okay. Yeah, he'll kind of walk as close to the edge as he can.
And she'll slowly like walk to the opening to see the congregation.
Okay. You can see a bunch of Yugoloths gathered. So, for example, you can see the fox-faced Yugoloths, Arcanoloths that you are rather familiar with. Let's see. Let's look at some other kinds of Yugoloths. You can see
being right.
Hmm?
Sometimes I hate being right.
Yep. You can also see that there are those the guys who pilot the River Styx boats. There's a couple of them, and they all seem miserable. They're these like little bug monster ones, but they're like people height. So they're big bugs, I guess. They have a couple different legs and kind of pincers. These real smooth looking ones. They look like they kind of look like Martian Manhunter. They're like smooth and green and jacked. Kind of traditional demon looking ones. Big, kind of green monsters with horns and big wings. And they all seem to be congregating together, and no one's happy about it.
Just a general miserable vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you don't think Yugoloths maybe even like each other very much. But they're all begrudgingly talking. The banality of neutral evil.
And I guess Gayle will drop her invisibility. Is like the one she recognizes is like, is there anybody in the crowd she definitely like recognizes as like?
Are you sure you want to ask that?
In the crowd, no. Above the crowd, yes.
Oh.
You can see that on a balcony steps forth. There is one in the crowd that you recognize as Shylara the Mangled, or the Manged.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
But then...
The one Arcanoloth who hates us more than Shemeshka.
But standing above...
She knows not a damn thing about us, thank you.
You all played that off pretty great. Standing above the crowd on a balcony, as I love to put villains on, is Shemeshka the Marauder.
Oh.
And she says, darlings.
Bearing the lead there, Andy.
It's
I hate being right.
Darlings, it's finally come to pass. I'm in fucking charge, and there's nothing you idiots can do about it. And they all start applauding her. They all have grimaces on their faces, but they're like, yay, you're in charge.
Ooh. God damn it.
And she says, yes,
I don't like her being in charge of stuff.
I fucking love this shit. Do it again. And they all start, yay. Shamashka, Shamashka, Shamashka. Quiet down, quiet down. Maybe a little louder. A little. Yes. Okay.
I've never simultaneously hated and loved something so much.
She says, Gayle, are you attempting to hide or what's...
I guess she would be like not far enough in that where she might be visible.
Okay, so you're just kind of trying to, like, stay on the edges still.
Yeah. Can Gayle just like like Shylara?
Just kind of... Shylara is still clapping, and she looks so angry. And just, like, this is not the way she wanted her life to go. And in between clapping, she kind of, like, scratches at her arms a bunch. And she looks at you, and she's like, what, little drow girl?
What's happening here?
Shamashka used the Book of Keeping. She's in charge of the Yugolas now.
What now?
Oh. And what's with all the gods and the bubbles in the corner over there?
Oh, she's going to force Lolth to escalate the blood war. Something about there's a bunch of devils that died or something. And then we're going to make a bunch of money and influence because we can sway the blood war one way or the other. So we're going to play them against each other.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah. It's a great plan. I have to say that.
Well, I guess Gayle will turn around.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you want to ask where we are, by the way?
Yeah. Well, by the way, where are we?
We're in Hades.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have an awesome soundtrack.
Yeah.
And Gayle will go back to not to her dad, but she'll go back to her grandmother. To Lol.
To Lolth? Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so... yeah, you go back to Lolth. Lolth is the opposite of what Coralon is doing, whereas Coralon is trying to avoid Lolth's gaze. Lolth is just poison daggers at this bastard she hates with all her heart. She's like, this is your fucking fault. All this is your fucking fault.
With all of her cold, uncaring void where her heart should be.
Yep. She breaks eye contact or staring daggers at him with him for a moment and looks down and says, "Ah, yes, granddaughter. Sup."
And are there ruins like at the base of the platform too?
Yes.
So Gayle doesn't even look. She just starts like stabbing at the ruins.
Okay. Cool. This is my house now, I think. But yeah, and like before, the kind of when you scratch the spider one on this one, it kind of flashes the brightest and starts to collapse. And she says, "Cool." Huh. Well. Huh.
Please leave. Also, get my friends, please.
Get your friends?
Please.
Yes, the ones from before. That is doable. Make them wait, pointing at Coralon.
Okay.
And she'll snap her fingers. Task Force Unlikely. The remainder. The three of you. Narshinda, different fiend, the nice one. Kind of stands, like their head kind of goes on a swivel like a prairie dog, and they start growling like a cat does. And just full on Lolth in spider form appears and taps the three of you on your shoulders and pulls you to Hades. Narshinda, cut to Narshinda.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, cool. How cool. What am I a fucking part of?
Narshinda, you don't have to do this. You can go home.
Oh, you're gone. And he is just panic eating pizza rolls. Like, the scary spider lady's gonna come for me next. Take me in my dreams. Task Force Unlikely.
Put it succinctly, that is correct.
You appear on this bone platform with Gayle.
Okay, cool. Hug Gayle.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
So, we're in Hades. Shemeska's here. She's taken over the something, and she's trying to escalate the blood war, and she has some book.
Gayle, everything that you just said was enough to kill me.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't really want to know what you're talking about.
Lolth will say she had some way to compel us. I don't know what it was. I don't know if she can do it again. But I'd prefer not to find out.
She can compel gods with a magic book. Okay, well...
No, I don't think it was it wasn't the book. That only controls Yugoloths. It was something else.
Oh, only
Kaw's going to
Yugoloths.
make a
All
sound
right.
of like a drop of liquid.
Who knows? It's a mystery.
It's a total mystery. Yeah. Remember, I saved you, Lolth. I just want that to be on the record. Tight. Cool.
Like, when she does that, her friends might know what that means.
Yeah,
Lolth might
yeah.
not.
Lolth doesn't. Lolth's like, great, you're leaking.
At the sound of that drop of blood, like Navira begins to visibly lose years off of her life.
I don't know what to do. This is a bit of a... Well, what now? What now that we're here? What do we do about this?
I guess we go wreck Shemeska's shit.
You said there was a room full of Yugoloths?
And she controls them.
Yeah,
you
it's
said?
back that way. Yeah, it's back that way.
That's not a thing we can deal with. We can't fight an entire room of Yugoloths.
Lolth smiles.
Yeah, she can.
We can't.
I thought you had a compulsion thingy.
She says, right, so you distract the leader, and me and the family will do our best to fight the rest of the Yugoloths while we can.
That seems very dangerous.
Yes.
Lolth will lean in close and say, yes, dealing with demons is always dangerous. And then she kind of does glare at Coralon and them. But I wouldn't trust the elf as far as you could throw them.
Which elf?
I'm chaotic good over
There are
here.
multiple elves here.
Chaotic good. Just want to say.
I don't want to be involved in this. This is not my theological conflict that I need to... Deep breaths, Tarbek. Deep breaths.
I mean, how many of
And
yours
looks at
are still
Tarbek.
carbon?
Just like at Gayle, like theologically no, but like this is your friend.
No, I'm talking about the argument between Corellian and that.
Okay.
I don't want to get. Of course, we have to deal with.
Oh, you don't want to get into their weird, bad, messy divorce?
Oh well, no, I actually do know a lot about that.
yeah.
That is something I do. Okay, well, all right, getting a little bit off topic.
So,
Yeah. It was inconsolable differences. Corlin's like, you tried to overthrow me. That's not okay.
Not
pretty sure you're
While the
gonna-
exes are bickering, Kaw's gonna cast clairvoyance
Okie doke.
and start moving that sensor around and doing some recon.
Okay.
Unless it looks like someone can just see it. That's someone being on a balcony.
going. Ha ha ha! Look at me, I'm Shemeshka.
Pretty much.
I did make a stat block for her. Hold on. How do I find you? My homebrew. No, my homebrew creations. My creations. Okay, so you start moving clairvoyance around. Shemeshka, here we go. Okay. Where would you like to move it?
Down the hallway, see the room.
Mhm.
Are there any other like doorways in or out of that room?
Oh yeah, a bunch. Like it's kind of like a big circular room, and it's almost like Colosseum style. Like there's a bunch of archways kind of leading out from here.
Okay.
Do not like.
Do not like either.
Not a fan.
But we have a distance now, and the sensor can go through walls. I just can't see anything while it's in there. So we're gonna go through the first archway far enough so that it doesn't go in, and just like try to get it behind and find another entrance to that balcony that she's on.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, so you swing it around, and you think if you can kind of sneak around the about halfway across the kind of upper area that Gayle was on, and the sensor is passing through. If you kind of sneak through a little bit of it, there is a way that you can go then fully obscured through, and it would lead you on to Shemeshka's balcony, where she's just continuing to soak in the adoration. And you can see on the balcony, or in the little like green room behind it, she has all of her kind of lackeys and flunkies. It's like it's like some tieflings, a bunch of little, yeah, a bunch of little like imps and stuff who carry the mirror for her, and yeah.
Okay, so Kaw's drawing a map furiously.
Mm-hmm.
Can we map Hades? I thought it was randomly generated every time you went in.
Well, if we die and have to restart this run, then we'll have to draw another map.
Then
won't
it's
we?
going to be different.
Yeah.
But as long as you survive, you're G2G.
And if we turn on God mode, we'll end up a little bit more resistant.
Come on.
One of you can
We're
try.
not using God mode, okay?
One of you can try.
You've already done God mode. It didn't really last that long.
Yeah, but I did make a wizard piss his pants.
That is true. You did make a wizard piss his pants.
Poor Raceland. He deserved it.
And more.
Cheap. Okay. So Lady Kaw is sketching this map. would you all like to prepare in any way?
So are we doing this? Are we actually going to go through with messing with the Yugoloths?
Do we have any other options?
I mean, they all seem to hate Shemeshka, so if it's not like we're going to make dozens of enemies by toppling her. We just have to get the book away from her, and then they'll probably just all leave.
God, this is risky.
Yes.
Also, Gayle is going to try to release the other elven gods, because why not have one god when you can have multiple?
Yeah, so going around, your uncle's helping you scrape them out like I'm helping. And Elistray kind of very gracefully floats. It doesn't even walk. Floats out, and Veyron, his hair is now just kind of neutral white, and it's like a full on Skrillex haircut too. Like it's shaved and just kind of flopped to the side.
Do I also just want the urge to wash his hair every time I see him? It's so easy.
No, his is immaculately kept.
Good.
Yeah, divine, you'd even say.
Keep that out of the list of reasons to be angry at this man.
But yeah, and because I think the art I saw of him was even from 3rd edition, and I was like, that wasn't even a cool haircut yet. Way to be ahead of the times, Watsy. Okay, yeah. So they both are released and a little tentative. They don't seem to like Lulth either very much. Just kind of, and Lulth is like, great, a family reunion.
I mean, y'all could end up all imprisoned again, or you could learn to get along for the next 15 minutes.
Veyron says, next 15 minutes is fine.
Good. Who's going to distract Shemeshka?
I mean, I think the floating elf and the scarf would be a good distraction.
Would it be better not to alert her that, her
Yes.
thrall has been released?
Maybe.
It's a bit of
Yeah.
wow.
Lulth says, or maybe hold some of them in reserve. Kind of make her think one of us has gotten free.
That would probably be me.
I think she'll find you rather distracting. You seem to have a history with her.
You could say that.
You may rely on it.
Okay. I'm used to starting trouble. Let's go start some trouble.
Everyone have a pass without trace.
Okay.
Thank you. Where should the rest of us go?
Kaw's just gonna kind of point toward the map. That's gonna be a distraction. We're gonna try and get here,
Where's here?
where we can do the most damage. Probably that behind green room.
All right, then. I guess we're doing this.
Also, can one of the other elven gods send Grigor home?
Yeah, he's just kind of been, holding his little dagger, kind of looking around, just being like, and he eventually leans over to you and is this every day?
This is no, not every day. Once a month, that kind of thing. Every other week.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Okay.
God damn it.
You get inspiration, Gayle. I don't give it out a lot, but you get it.
Worth.
Yeah, and Coralon kind of leans over and says, "Sleep," and taps him on the forehead. And he does like kind of go to sleep and seems to fade. And Coralon says, "He'll be back with his husband presently."
Thank you kindly.
They'll nod and they'll nod and kind of say they'll play their part, and we will pick up here next time for Blood Part 2.
I hate it. I hate it, and I love it, and I mostly hate it.
Outros and plugs. Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan. Be safe. It's a pandemic. The world ended 10 months ago, and we're supposed to pretend like it hasn't. You got Redditors blowing up the stock market for some reason. It's really funny, but also makes me kind of worried that like that's how our economy works. Stay safe, and be careful with your money, I guess. Don't be racist.
Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. I guess if there's one thing you should learn from this stream, not planning anything sort of works out.
Yeah.
I think that was just Gale's character entirely. Who needs a plan?
I mean, I always hear you guys talking about how, oh, you plan this out, oh, you plan this out. I've never planned anything out when I do on stream. I just show up with my dice.
Fair.
Awesome, Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. Black lives still matter, trans rights are still human rights. I'm gonna say that every time until everyone also believes it, because it is true. Stay safe. Take care of each other. Try not to mess with demons.
Yeah. And Mira.
Hi, I'm Mira. You follow me on Instagram at Birds and Nerds. I just finished a 30-day drawing challenge. I probably will not be posting art a lot more after that. There's definitely more art I want to do. Unfortunately, I have to do school, so yes, please wear your mask when you go outside, when you go anywhere to see other people, please. This pandemic is getting worse because there are new COVID variants, so wear your mask.
COVID-20, baby, coming to a hospital near you.
Oh.
Well, I think it would be COVID-21, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's named after the year it's first discovered.
Oh, but yeah, if the variants did appear last... Okay, yeah, yes.
I think the variants did appear at the end.
Yeah, at the very end of last year.
So it's the sequel to COVID-20.
Yeah, well,
or the sequel is...
Yeah, let's just hope we don't have COVID 19, 20, and 21. So, yeah. Okay, great.
Good news is so
Play
far the
D&D with your
vaccines we have
friends.
seem to work on the variants as well, so...
Mm-hmm. That is
only
true.
there was a distribution plan for them.
Yes, if only. But also, as Mira said, play D&D with your friends. You can do it online.
Make yourself feel better.
Which is so safe.
Mm-hmm.
Even if
you can make yourself feel better by giving yourself a panic attack about graph paper people.
Even if you're worried, it's nice to be worried about something that's not real.
And that you can cast Fireball at.
Well, I mean, I don't think our kennels...
I mean, if you're not a coward, you can cast Fireball at your real life problems too.
Okay, wow, yeah. I guess that's true.
That's a good place to end it.
I mean, matches, jerry cans, and gasoline. Kind of affordable.
We're gonna get demonetized. Stop.
So
We're monetized?
yeah, we're barely monetized. But we technically are on Twitch. Let's see. I echo what everyone said. Play D&D with your friends. Wear a mask. Even if you do get the vaccine, continue to social distance and wear a mask. You can still transmit it, I think, if you have the vaccine.
You can still contract. You can still
Yeah.
transmit. You just cannot get sick yourself.
Yes. Or, well, yes. Never mind. Echo what everyone said. Next week is Andy Makes a Friend on Monday. Star Chasers are back. And join us in 2 weeks for more of this. I'm sure it's going to be fine. This worked out okay. Have a great night, everybody.